Yo, what up, everybody? It is a Monday. It is a Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. The stream Sunday night was nuts. Appreciate all the love, all the support, man. You guys have been amazing. So in this video, I have to use this to really make it a larger point because there's a comment that we're going to go through and there's layers to it. And there's multiple aspects that I could address that aren't just in the comment, but just for example, I posted this on my community wall. And some of the responses, it's so many different things that I can address centered around this comment. And you know this is what we do over at this channel, right? You should, if you've been paying attention. So let me get this out the way first and foremost, right? I know that some people believe that people that are public, fairly public, are their punching bags. They can say whatever and not get any response. And then you have another group of people that expect you to not respond, right? Expect you to not say anything or be the better person, which is what some people say. I am not your guy. I have never been your guy. Anything that I say to anybody, really, but especially in a public forum, I expect to be confronted about it. I expect for it to be talked about and be part of maybe a larger discussion if it's on a public forum. It should be expected. I don't care if I'm up here, this person's down here, or I'm down here and the other person is up here. So I watch what I say because I expect to be confronted with it. I don't say anything. I don't believe in the be the bigger person. Maybe in some aspects I do, but for the most part I don't. Like, I'm not your guy. I've been doing this on this channel for I don't know how long, but I'm not your guy. I have an entire playlist dedicated called Monetize Your Haters, where this isn't necessarily a hater that we're gonna go through. Not necessarily, but in it I respond to people's comments, and then I had like the blue check mark thing where I will go through other, and if you say it on a public forum, you should expect a response, right? You should just expect a response. And if you expect me to be that guy that's like, oh, well, that person who is just an average Joe Blow said something in a public forum about me and I shouldn't address it, I'm just not your guy. And that's fine. I'm an acquired taste. I've said this many different times. I'm an acquired taste. I'm not for everybody, but I'm not your guy. I'm a confrontational guy in the sense that I'm not one of those guys that shies away from conversation and conflict. I'm by literal definition. Like, I have no problem with that. I have absolutely no problem. I'd rather get right to it. I'd rather have a discussion. So this comment, and let's get right into it, right? This comment, by the way, is completely out of left field because it's on this video that I did talking about Ricky Gervais and what he said in the Golden Globes, at the Golden Globes. And what I say in the description, what I say in the video, this has absolutely nothing to do with it. So that's for context. This person made this comment and it was just completely random. As in, he just used this particular video that it had nothing to do with. He didn't email me. He didn't contact me personally, direct message, anything like that. This is put on a public forum, public video. Anybody can see. And this is what he says. I enjoy your videos very much. But if you are going to charge for member-only content, I might have to drop you all together. Drop you all together. It will be my loss, as you are so very good. But there is enough quality free stuff on YouTube to go around. Please don't charge. Now, some people look at this and, well, he's a fan. Why would you do? Dude, this is a snide. This is a high side, right? It's almost passive aggressive, right? Because he does a couple of different things here. Again, it's an announcement. It's a departure announcement, which one of the cringiest things you can do to a content creator is announce that you are about to dip. But whatever. He says, but there's enough quality free stuff on YouTube to go around, right? Just basically saying, hey, you're just like everybody else, or there's enough people that do what it is that you do, which I don't think so. That's just me. But you should expect to say that to somebody that creates content or is an artist or something like that. You can't say it, but it's a high side, bro. It's a high side. But For those that don't know what memberships are, think of memberships like on YouTube, because this is a very like a more new mechanism. But if you're familiar with Twitch, it's what subscribers are. It's what Patreon is. And what YouTube did, which was sort of genius, they integrated that into their own platform instead of having people outsource it, which is, again, it keeps it in-house, which is good for them to do. And it's I love it. I love the idea, the concept of it. We go to my perks right now, which is, I launched this last month, if I'm not mistaken, my memberships. And depending on what member you become, you get certain things. For as little as 99 cents, you get access to like members only streams, live streams, which in addition to my regular live streams, in addition to that stuff, I do like members only live streams, which allows me to be more, it's more interactive, right? We're having a conversation with the crew, right? And you get access to the old videos that I post, like the streams, which you get to see all those. Depending on what you get shout outs and videos, you get discounted merchandise, early access to new videos and podcasts. And I'm going to be expanding on this again. You get all the badges that you can use in the chats and use all the badges in the comment sections and all that stuff. This I love because, again, it's optional. First of all, it's optional, right? This is an optional thing. In which it allows me to create the content like I create the content. I continue to create the content. I've always said that I'm not changing anything in that regards. This is stuff that I do in addition. And it allows you to have that community of people that do want to support you financially. And I guess we've become in this age where a lot of this stuff you can get access to for quote unquote free. And I guess people think that you just should do everything for free, right? You should do everything for free. But this is an optional thing. This isn't even like a donation. This is an option. Well, it is like a donation, excuse me. But it's an optional thing. Like you get this stuff in addition to the regular content. So what this guy is essentially saying is that he takes issue with me having content that is specifically for people that have went out of their way, right? Because he's all about free stuff, which again, that's fine. But these guys went out of their way to support me. And he's upset because I give them, or no, maybe upset is not the proper term, but he feels some kind of way because I dared to have a way that supporters, if they want to support me, can support me financially, but they can also get something out of it. That's so weird to me. It's the equivalent to going to a Twitch streamer who, makes money off of Twitch, who makes a living off of Twitch, streams 8 hours a day, does whatever it is that he does, like a regular old job, and he got supporters, and you say, well, you have subscribers, I'm going to have to drop you all together. That's so weird. But it's because we're in this information age, digital age, where, again, you get all this stuff like that. And I believe that this guy is a minority in that sense, to be completely fair. I don't think this is the views that everybody holds, especially other creators, because other creators are usually fans of other creators. But maybe if you just are completely oblivious to the amount of work that it takes, the amount of time people take to make their own videos and their own content, this is something so silly to get, definitely have me, the capitalist, like, right? I'm not no hypocritical socialist or something like that. Like, I'm a capitalist, dude. Like, I have no problem with monetization. But I think it stems from this idea that people monetize their content. And definitely if you've got accustomed to just consuming the media for free. And again, this is weird because you don't do that with other things, right? It's a unique thing because you don't do that generally with other things. You pay for services, you pay for to be even entertained, you go to movies and stuff like that. And the stuff that you pay for. The fact that people think content creators that upload stuff to YouTube shouldn't have a way to monetize it is kind of weird, but we can monetize it through the ad revenue and stuff like that. Some of us can, but definitely in this day and age where things have become so unpredictable with YouTube, it should be an expectation because things are unpredictable, and because things are unpredictable, I get demonetized all the time. My videos that do very well, I make nothing off of. And this is a way not only for people to, again, support me, because if you support me, this gives me money to continue to make the content that I make that you guys love, right? So this is so weird that he's like, you're going to charge for member-only content, which, yes, it's not necessarily a charge, but that's what, I get it. I get the point, right? I'm making the way that you can pay and you get exclusive content for it. What's the problem? I'm subscribed to I don't know how many people on Twitch that I support financially. Not just do, my Amazon Prime or something like that. Like, I know I went out of my way to give them money because I like their work. And I know definitely as a content creator, I understand that it's not an easy thing to do. But you should reap the benefits. You've entertained me. You should reap the benefits. But the thing is, I'm not holding anybody hostage. This is not mandatory. I know people are sort of in different financial situations. I get it. This is why it's not mandatory. If you don't want to, I'm not making you subscribe. I'm being a member. You don't have to be a member. If you just watching my videos is enough support. That's fine. But there are people that do want to go out of their way and do that. That's fine. I feel like they should be rewarded for it. You should get something out of it. There's a block of people that don't pay. They may help me in viewership, but they don't pay. So they get the videos, right? They're entertained by the videos. They get information. They get perspective from the videos. Fine. There you go. There's another block of people that say they get that, but they also are like, hey, I would like to give you money voluntarily to support you. I say thanks. And because you did that, here's this, here's that, here's this. Simple voluntary exchange. I just thought the comment was so weird. But there are people that hold this idea, one, that I don't respond, that I shouldn't respond to stuff like this. And I'm like, I'm not your guy. But two, that you dare to monetize people and again, it's like people are going out of their way. You still get the free video, the video that you watched, the video that you commented on. You paid absolutely nothing to get it. You just had a YouTube account. Yet you commented, making an announcement saying that you could not, hey, man. No, what he said on a public forum was that he was going to drop me altogether simply at the idea that I have member-only content. Because I guess the people that aren't members should get the same thing that the members get, which, again, doesn't make sense in any other human affair platform. You have tiers just about in anything that you do where depending on how much you pay, you get more or less. Doesn't matter if it's for a freaking cable package. It doesn't matter. Membership to the gym, you get more for paying than what you would get at maybe a base level. There's nothing else. And this is different even more so because you get it for free for the most part. Some weird people on the internet. But I do want to say, look, I'm not your guy, and I want to say this time and time again. You are welcome to unsubscribe. You don't have to announce it, but you are completely welcome to unsubscribe. But you got to understand that if you comment on my page, if you tweet at me, if you comment on like my Facebook page, everything that's public is just that. You may risk me getting talked about or being a risk you getting talked about, or risk having an overarching, like, let's say, video that references it. It's upon a public forum. And people do that to me too. People talk about my videos and do videos about me, fine. If I said it publicly, that's your business. It's one thing to do it privately. If you reach out to me, direct messages, you have something to say, I would never, ever publicly display that. Never. But I am not your guy if you think that I'm just some public punching bag or public spot where you could just pop off opportunities. You know what I mean? Just say whatever you want to say and not get any sort of response, or do a definitely a person that literally does this all the time throughout the day, make videos. I'm just not your guy. Go to some other guy that just won't say anything or what have you, but I'm just not your guy, and that's fine. That's fine.